This is important. You'll be asked for proof of travel insurance upon arrival. I was definitely surprised at this one. So you might want to use the restroom before leaving the airport.
When they come to Zanzibar, first they have to be respectful.
Accessibility here can be challenging. I would have your QR code handy for when you land just to avoid any delays. Today, I'm breaking it all down. Visas and currency, transportation, culture, safety, what to wear, mosquitoes, the time zone, accessibility, and more. And stick around until the end for some fun facts about Zanzibar. Here's a hint. A famous queen was born here. Before you pack your bags for Zanzibar, there's one thing you need to know. These islands are more than just white sand and turquoise water. Whether it's wandering the maze-like streets of Stone Town, relaxing on beaches that look like they just came straight out of a postcard, or learning about its past in the Arab slave trade, Zanzibar has layers waiting to be uncovered. But what do you really need to know before you go? Hello, my name is Aisha. I travel the world with cerebral palsy, sharing the real side of expat life, honest travel tips, and my journey towards multiple citizenships. At 46, I left my career as a utility director and moved to Panama. 31 countries and counting, I'm proving life abroad has no limits. Zanzibar is a semi-autonomous region of Tanzania made up of a cluster of more than 50 islands. Most visitors head to Unguja, the main island people usually mean when they say Zanzibar. Its capital is Zanzibar City, and Stone Town is a historic UNESCO site. Around 1.8 million people live here, and over 90% of the population is Muslim. This is something that's important to keep in mind for cultural respect, which we'll cover later on in this video. Most travelers arrive at the international airport. You can also fly into Dar es Salaam on the mainland and either connect by plane or take the ferry. Zanzibar is in the East Africa time zone, which is UTC +3 all year round. When New York is on Standard Eastern Time, Zanzibar is 8 hours ahead. When New York is on Daylight Saving Time, Zanzibar is 7 hours ahead. If you're from the USA, Canada, or most of Europe, you'll need a tourist visa, but you can apply for it online. Some countries like Jamaica do not need a tourist visa, so verify accordingly when making your plans. Your visa usually covers you for 90 days and is valid both on mainland Tanzania and for Zanzibar. This is important. You'll be asked for proof of travel insurance upon arrival. They'll scan your QR code as soon as you get off the plane before you reach immigration. If you don't have it, you'll be sent to a desk to purchase it. The cost was $44 at the time of this recording. You can go online at this website to purchase the insurance. You select your plan, individual, family, or group, pay online, and then you'll get your QR code. I would have your QR code handy for when you land just to avoid any delays. I made that mistake. Also, make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months with a few blank pages for stamps, and always carry proof of onward travel. The currency in Zanzibar is the Tanzanian shilling. The US dollar is widely accepted, especially in hotels, resorts, and tourist areas. At the time of this recording, $1 US is worth around 2,468 shilling. I would carry small bills for tips and local purchases. Tipping isn't mandatory, but it's appreciated and can really go a long way. In Zanzibar, they drive on the left-hand side of the road. Taxis and private drivers are the easiest way to get around. Just negotiate your rate first. Dala-dalas, the local minibuses, are cheap but crowded, and definitely are not luggage friendly. Airport transfers from resorts can easily take an hour or more depending on its location, so you might want to use the restroom before leaving the airport. Don't be alarmed if your car is pulled over here. There are frequent police road stops. It's just normal. There's even one for taxis that pay a special tourist transport fee at certain stops. Do not drink the tap water or even brush your teeth with it if you have a sensitive stomach. Resorts will usually provide bottled water. My resort provided 2 large bottles each day. Outlets here are UK style Type G. Some resorts have US style plugs, but bring an adapter. Power outages are common here, though many hotels have generators. Wi-Fi. It's slow. I mean slow. Uploading YouTube videos was nearly impossible for me until late at night, so if you're planning on doing remote work, pack your patience and plan accordingly. Zanzibar is called the Spice Island for a reason. Don't miss Zanzibar Pilau, a fragrant spiced rice dish often served with meat or veggies. Swahili and English are official. You'll get by with English, but a few Swahili phrases go a long way. Jambo, hello. Tourists will usually use this one. Mambo, with an M, is hi, what's up? It's casual, what locals use. And Hakuna Matata, no worries, no problem. Yes, like the song in The Lion King. Is that song now stuck in your head? Tee! Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Zanzibar's culture is a fusion of African, Arab, Indian, and European influences. People are warm, but always ask before taking photos, especially if you're visiting markets. Life runs on pole pole, which means slowly, slowly. Things don't happen in a rush here, so try to embrace it. I was definitely surprised at this one. You'll see men dressed in Maasai in tourist areas. Many of them are not real Maasai, but some are, so just be aware of this. They'll dress like this to earn income. My one-on-one experience with the Maasai came later on in Kenya, which gave me a whole new perspective on their culture.
When they come to Zanzibar, first they have to be respectful.
Since Zanzibar is predominantly Muslim, I would suggest dressing modestly when off resort. Light, breathable clothes are perfect. Try to save your bikinis and your short shorts for the beaches and hotels if you want to be respectful. If you're visiting a mosque or doing a guided tour, ask your guide what's appropriate to wear ahead of time. Zanzibar is hot and humid year-round. Long rains between March and May. Short rains November to December. Best beach weather June through October or January through February. Mosquitoes are active here. Use a strong repellent with DEET, sleep under nets, or ask your doctor ahead of time about malaria meds. If you prefer natural options, citronella incense, lavender, eucalyptus, and lemongrass oils are always popular. Safety and accessibility. Zanzibar is generally safe, but use your common sense. Don't flash expensive jewelry or watches, and just pay attention to your belongings. Most of the resorts have security on the beach, so you don't have to worry about much. Accessibility here can be challenging. Streets can be narrow or uneven and not wheelchair friendly. Resorts are better, but if mobility is really a concern, confirm accessibility directly with hotels and all drivers. Is the room close to the main activities? Are the door frames wide enough for wheelchairs? Do you have to step up or over anything to get into the shower? Is there beach access if you're in a wheelchair? These are the types of questions you should be asking. Fun facts. Freddie Mercury from Queen was born in Stone Town. Zanzibar was once the world's largest producer of cloves. Though semi-autonomous, Zanzibar has its own president and government, but its defense, foreign affairs, and currency are handled by Tanzania's union government.
Zanzibar, we do have a union. We do have a union with the Tanzania. Okay, or even Tanganyika, I can say that. So Zanzibar did revolution 1964, January 12. In April, Zanzibar will make a union with Tanganyika. And Zanzibar, I'm proud to be from Zanzibar because the first president of Zanzibar, he didn't kill my country. And it's still called Zanzibar. We have our own president, we have our own leader, we have our army also. Even if our army is not really strong than a union army, I'm proud to be Zanzibar. I can't say I'm Zanzibarian, no. I have to say I'm Tanzanian. Because Zanzibar, we don't have our own passport. We use a union passport. So, but I'm proud to be Zanzibarian. I can't say Zanzibarian, but I'm Zanzibarian.
Stay tuned for the rest of our Zanzibar series where we take you beyond the beaches. We'll have a discussion on what I wish I had known before visiting, resort life, and more. Well, That wraps up what you need to know before you go to Zanzibar. Until our next adventure, watch this one up next. And remember, the world is yours. You just have to find your place in it.